Now Excel has these two functions, NPV and IRR, with the same names. Let us see how they work in Excel. We'll start with NPV. Is equal to sign and then type NPV itself. You will find the function or formula here. It says it returns the net present value of an investment based on a discount rate and a series of future payments. Negative values. Now here, what does it mean? It asks for the rate, that is a WACC or the rate on which you want to discount the values, and then it asks the future values. Always remember, while calculating NPV, it calculates present value of future cash flows only. So you have to avoid this year 0 outflow and select the figures from year 1. Simply select the figures from year 1 to 5, which are the cash inflows. Remember, cash inflows, we are not taking present values here, the original cash inflows you can say, and then close the bracket. But this does not end the formula. This gives you the present value of inflows. Now to know the NPV, you will have to deduct the cash outflow that you have made in the year 0. So minus cash outflow. But here if we see, we have already given negative sign to cash outflow, so we will adjust the sign and make it plus, and now we can press enter. We will get the net present value. See, the net present value that we have calculated here exactly matches with this. So you can see, in a fraction of a second we could solve this instead of doing the whole lot of calculation at various present for various years at the 10.5% discount rate. So this is how you can calculate NPV very easily when you use the Excel functions. But again, as I told you, do not forget to consider values from year 1, even in cases where you have outflow in year 1. In that case also you have to consider from year 1 itself, and later on when you deduct the amount outflow, then that time you have to deduct the year 1 outflow as well. Say for example, in this case, if year 1 instead of inflow has outflow of 10, let us see here, there is a direct change because we have used referencing. You can see here the present value is 38.36 now, and NPV also got changed automatically to 18.36. Now we are not considering, or we are not deducting 9.5 separately even when it is an outflow, because it has been taken care here while making the sum. As it has a negative sign, it has been deducted from the positive inflows total of 47.41, which reaches to 38.36, and from that the present value of year 0, which has not been considered in NPV, has been deducted here, which gives us net present value of 18.36. and now check here what we get with the help of formula. Exactly same one. As referencing is done, we don't have to do or redo the formula making, or we don't have to rework the entire thing again. So this is how we can calculate NPV. The next formula that we have to learn is IRR. As we have seen, IRR is what? Internal rate of return. And in Excel, if you have to calculate that, you simply have to use the formula IRR, wherein you simply have to select all the values from year 0, but make sure that year 0 value has to be negative. Now we are calculating it for the changed figures only. 29% it says. Means at 29% the net present value will be 0. It means that the organization has to make sure that the R, that is WACC, should not go anywhere above 29% or 28.64% to be perfect. Now, is it correct? Let us cross check it. Now here we have calculated the NPV at 10.5% rate. Let us see what answer we get if we change this to our IRR figure that we have received, 28.64. Present value of inflows become 20 and net present value becomes 0, and it gives us the conclusion as reject project. Because your cost is equivalent to your returns and you are not earning any profits on it. This is what IRR tells us, and that's why it is called as either the break-even point rate of return or the benchmark rate of return that the organization has to target when it is going for any project. So I hope you must have understood these two formulas, which are going to be very useful in our valuation models as well. Thank you guys.